I'm going to talk a little bit about photoluminescence. This is kind of the next project that I'm hoping to do. First of all, I'm no expert on photoluminescence. There's a lot of different applications of it. There's a lot of different uses of it. I expect some of you in the audience know more about it than I do, and I'd appreciate it if you inform me more. The start of this was a gentleman who came to my attention, Bill Breckenridge. Robin Mueller told me about him. She seems to come up often in these discussions. But he's had success in getting a relative age on lithics, arrowheads and others in the lab by shooting a laser beam on them and counting how many electrons come floating off and getting a relative age of them that way. With lithics in the lab, he's got reproducible results. He's tried some with copper and not such good results. I believe because he doesn't have enough data. He's just starting to work on the copper and he may come up with better results from that. But my understanding of it, and there's not the final word or anything, but environmental radiation is everywhere and it breaks down the rocks. It produces the patina on rocks that you find over time. And the way it does that is it breaks down the electrons and it separates them from the bonds that they hold with the rock. Most of those electrons will just dissipate, they'll fly off into space. Some of them get trapped in the voids in the rock particles. And by shooting a laser on them, they fly off. And with this equipment, they count how many fly off. So a fresh face, you take a rock and break it, and they shoot the laser beam on there, and there should be 0. A known aged rock, they can shoot that, and so much will fly off. And then one that hasn't been disturbed, so basically glacial age or something, they'll shoot that, and there's so many will fly off. So they create a graph from it. And then the specific face that they're interested in, meaning a petroglyph in this case, or a stone tool, that will fall in that graph somewhere along the way. Now so it can't be a specific age, it's not going to be, so many hundreds and tens of years old, but it will be a relative age. It's more than 200, or it's more than 500, or it's less than 50 years old. So it's just a relative age. So that's the tool that we can use. The petroglyphs, the ones near Copper Harbor, that you may be aware of, they're real controversial. Most archaeologists will say they're just modern, and they may well be. We don't know. They're interesting. To me, they're artwork. They're not just some drunken college kid doing them. But we don't know. People go look at them and they have opinions about it, and they might be very valuable opinions. They might be right opinions. We don't know. But to me, we need scientific data. We need some real facts about them rather than just opinions. So that's, and the problem is that this is cutting edge. I said gets good results in the lab. This is going to be a step above what he's done. And I don't know that anybody's done it in the field with the environment, dealing with the weather, dealing with moisture in the rock, dealing with organics in the rock. So even if we hire him and he comes up, he may not get reliable results, he may not get reproducible data, it may not work at all. But that's how science works. You find a way to try it, you see what happens, you see what results you get, and that's hopefully our next, the next event that we're going to try to do. And of course, trying to raise money for it, that's always the problem. And we are a 501(c) now, so it's tax deductible. If anybody has a burning desire to help out with that, we'd sure appreciate that.